done our entry, we've elevated them, we've pulled them on top here. So option one rep, and it's key where my hand is here. So I'm grabbing just above the kneecap, my elbow is below. So I want you to remember this grip because it's gonna make sense when we pull that kneecap to the floor in 1 second. So I'm still framing here, right? And what I need to do is get my right leg over this gap here, but I need to get my hips high. But to get my right leg out, it's obviously gonna be hard to pummel it if my hips are facing anywhere in this shallow range here. So I need to push them out a bit to bring my leg through. It'll be difficult here. I'm pretty flexible, but it's gonna be hard to pummel out. So I need to turn to their head to bring the leg out. What we can do is we can use our frame to turn it into a grip on their armpit. And we're gonna shoot our hips high. So this grip with our right hand, this grip with our left hand is gonna help us shoot our hips high. You can see as I shoot my hips, I'm rotating and bringing my left leg into that butt here. We can cross our legs here like a body triangle, but if you see what I've done is I made space with my elbow. So my elbow is not underneath their knee anymore, which is blocking them, and that would lead to a knee bar. It also increase the chance that they run out. I need to make space to let that knee slip to the floor, so I pull my elbow out, and their knee slips to the floor. Straight away, we're looking for this toe control grip here. We start to pressure the toes to the floor and in. And if you watch this, as they try and pull their knee out by sprinting, very difficult. Their knee on the floor means our own hip blocks their knee. If their knee was higher and they tried to run out, they can slip the knee out. So we need this knee on the floor. So even if you use two hands, just make sure you compress that there. And then they're trying to run, very difficult, right? So what we need to do, we could finish the heel hook from this position, right? But I think we might lose it in transition. But what we could do, we could come on over the top and secure the heel here. So again, just to explain, finishing it, if you had to do it from this position, we're gonna slam our elbow into the toes and pinch our elbow to our body. We want the toes in the armpit here. So elbow to the body. And as I place my elbow, my wrist comes under the heel. So not my elbow is gonna slip. So what's key is my wrist is under the elbow. We secure a gable grip and we just hip in. We hip directly into the knee. We bring the heel to the center line and we'll get a really quick tap. So that would be one simple way to finish the position, but I think you might lose it in transition here. There might be a risk as you come over, you lose toe control and they start to straighten their leg. And then their knee comes off the floor. So what I like to do is I keep the compression and I turn their toes. And when I turn their toes, it puts pressure on their knee. And the only way they can turn to relief, the pressure, is to roll with it. So as they roll, we secure our inside heel hook position here. And we can attack straight away for the heel hook. Look at this entry again. So we're playing our position, we get our entry, we drag them on top. They're floating on top, our knees are pointing to the sky and just to the right. I need to pummel my right leg out, so I need to make space. So I push them further and turn into it. My right leg comes over, I grab a frame on their arm. Sometimes this isn't necessary, but you might need it for extra support. And I'm gonna shoot my legs and my hips real high as I rotate back in to face the leg. So I don't just come to here. This would be where we'd look for an outside heel hook. I come and turn to face the knee. I look up my body triangle and I make space to pull the knee to the floor. Once the knee's on the floor, we control the toes straight away with the palm. We keep that compression going. Make sure your training partner can't run out here. They're trying to move. If the knee's bent, they're not gonna pull it out. So option one to finish. We go over the top. We compress the toes under our armpit. Pull our elbow to our body. So you see my elbow here is always compressing down. I never have it high. It might slip here if our elbow's up high towards the sky. So we pull it down, grab our gable, we hip in, and we pull the heel to our center line. We'll get the tap. Option two, we feel like we're gonna miss that, so we just pull the toes to our right to force the rotation. Straight away, we're gonna control the toes here so they can't continue the forward momentum. And then we can finish our heel hook here.